Amsterdam is built on land that was once the bottom of the sea, with 90% of its area, and some parts significantly below sea level. Picture living and thriving in a city that actively defies its own elevation. This immense challenge requires constant, massive-scale intervention to stay afloat. To keep the city dry, over 1,500 pumping stations work non-stop, moving a staggering 30 million liters of water. Beneath every quaint canal house are thousands of wooden piles, driven up to 20 meters into unstable, waterlogged soil. It's an engineering feat that honestly still makes some experts nervous. The city faces a triple threat: rising sea levels, sinking peat foundations, and the constant push of surrounding water. The ground itself is mostly soft peat and clay, offering very little support for buildings. Because of this soft soil, every structure, from small homes to the royal palace, must rest on deep piles, a process that feels unbelievably persistent. Over 1 million wooden piles, some as long as a 20-story building, were sunk to find stable ground. The sheer amount of material, the perpetual flood risk, and the ongoing maintenance are all astronomical. It's a relentless engineering battle against sinking land and rising tides. Building here felt less like a choice and more like a desperate gamble against nature. One major mistake, and this entire urban wonder, covering 85 square miles, would vanish back into the waves. How can a city exist so precariously? It's a testament to human ingenuity and an almost unbelievable level of geological defiance. From the 12th century, facing an impossible landscape, settlers began their monumental task, meticulously shaping the land with dikes and dams. The earliest methods involved building protective mounds, called terps, to elevate homes. These raised earthworks, often 20 feet high, were humanity's first defense against the relentless sea. By the 13th century, rudimentary windmills emerged, capable of draining small polders, with a single mill clearing 40 acres in a season. These windmills were the ancient world's high-tech excavators, tirelessly reclaiming land bit by agonizing bit. Picture this: one mill, powered by wind, doing the work of hundreds of laborers, transforming waterlogged earth into solid ground. Entire lakes, like the vast Haarlemmermeer, were systematically drained over decades. This project, started in 1840 and concluding in 1852, created 18,000 hectares, about 44,000 acres of new land. It's an engineering triumph equivalent to creating a new country. These reclaimed polders, some 6.7 meters or 22 feet below sea level, now make up 27% of the nation. That totals 11,300 square kilometers, a landmass 14 times the size of New York City. The sheer scale is staggering. What was once an insurmountable watery expanse is now firm ground, supporting millions. How did they achieve this without modern machinery? The secret lay in ingenuity and relentless dedication. Wooden piles, driven deep into the soft soil, formed the foundation for everything. These piles, often made from oak, numbered in the millions. For a single windmill, 1,500 might be needed. They formed a stable mat, preventing structures from sinking. This wasn't just building on land. It was building an entirely new land. It's a testament to human will against nature's power. Amsterdam boasts 165 canals, stretching over 100 kilometers and connecting 90 islands with more than 1,200 bridges. Beyond the dikes and foundations, an unseen network of engineering miracles, from this vast canal system to powerful pumps, is the true lifeblood keeping Amsterdam afloat. These aren't just pretty waterways. Amsterdam's intricate canal system, totaling over 100 kilometers, functions as the city's circulatory system. Think of it as the ultimate urban plumbing, managing everything from drainage to traffic. The sheer scale is staggering: 165 canals, 90 islands, and 1,281 bridges, a hydrological spiderweb woven over centuries. But it's the constant, silent battle against water that defines this city. The heart of this defense lies in its sophisticated pumping stations. The largest among them can expel water at an astonishing rate. It can drain an entire Olympic swimming pool in under 10 seconds. This isn't just about keeping dry. It's a declaration of control over nature. Imagine trying to empty your bathtub that fast. It's an engineering feat that requires immense electrical power, a modern successor to the 1-200 windmills that once dotted the landscape. Complementing the pumps are the critical sluice gates. Historic structures like the Amstelslisen, with their 26 massive doors, precisely regulate the city's internal water levels. Every single night, a ritualistic flush occurs. Using 14 of the 16 main sluices, the city refreshes its canals, a massive undertaking ensuring cleanliness and preventing stagnation. It's like nature's biggest bidet, on an unimaginable scale. Collectively, these engineered arteries and muscles move over 600 million gallons of water out of the lowlands daily. That's enough to fill 900 Olympic swimming pools. Every year, Amsterdam is sinking by 2 to 10 millimeters. It's like adding a new coin's thickness to the city's foundation annually. While pumps battle the sea, an unseen force, soil subsidence, is quietly attacking from below, causing parts of Amsterdam to drop as much as 20 centimeters in its peat-rich districts. This dramatic sinking happens because peat soil compresses when drained, losing up to 3/4 of its original volume as groundwater levels fall below what they used to be. Just picture your house slowly settling, year after year. The constant grind of subsidence cracks roads, fractures underground pipes, and can even make old sewage systems back up, forcing millions in annual repairs, a never-ending fight against gravity and the earth. For centuries, over 200,000 wooden piles held Amsterdam's buildings aloft, driven deep into the soft ground, stable only while submerged. But now, lower groundwater exposes these ancient oak and pine piles to air, making them rot within 50 to 100 years, a timer counting down for the city's historic core. As piles rot, buildings lose their critical support, causing iconic canal houses to visibly lean up to 5 degrees, imperiling their very existence. Replacing just one rotten foundation means lifting the entire house and driving new concrete piles, a project that can cost anywhere from 100,000 to €500,000. Scientists have been studying Amsterdam's intricate sinking for over 30 years, recognizing it's a complex issue tied to geology, water management, and city planning. Modern construction now uses concrete or steel piles driven 20 to 40 meters down, bypassing the unstable peat to anchor securely into solid sand. Amsterdam sits 20 feet below sea level, a city built against all odds. This constant battle with water isn't just engineering. It's baked into the city's culture, shaping its iconic look and unyielding spirit. Picture this: a metropolis where the ground itself is always trying to sink. That's Amsterdam's everyday truth. Its famous narrow, leaning canal houses, often just 6 meters wide, are a direct result of this unstable reclaimed land. To stand firm, these buildings need deep foundations, with 12 to 15-meter timber piles sunk into the soggy soil. It's a smart architectural answer to a wild environmental problem, a visible sign of the work and adaptation needed. Urban planning here is inseparable from managing water, with strict rules for foundation depths and canal-side building in place for centuries. This shared fight for survival against water has built a unique identity for Amsterdammers. It's a spirit of cooperation and constant invention, a deep link stretching back over 400 years, showing up in everything from old paintings to new art. Amsterdam proves that flourishing below sea level needs more than just clever engineering. It demands a deep-rooted culture of constant watchfulness and change. Even newer areas, like Eiberg, are entirely on man-made islands, adding 4.5 square kilometers since 2002. This legacy is supported by advanced flood defenses, protecting millions. These systems, some closing 65 gates in under 75 minutes, are defiant symbols of human cleverness. Their designs focus on flexibility and water control, creating architects uniquely skilled in hydraulic urbanism. It constantly reminds us that we can not only live alongside nature, but fundamentally remake it. Imagine this. 80% of the world's biggest cities are staring down serious flood risk, a situation that could impact 1.4 billion people by 2050. That's almost a fifth of everyone on Earth. Now think about Amsterdam. They took a city that started as a swamp and turned it into a powerhouse, and their story is packed with lessons for us as sea levels climb and cities scramble to stay afloat. The Dutch, drawing on Amsterdam's deep water expertise, are actually leading the charge globally, designing cutting-edge flood defenses for more than 50 countries. And it's way more than just slapping up seawalls. Dutch engineers actually invented the building with nature approach, crafting flexible, eco-friendly barriers instead of those inflexible concrete monstrosities, which saves them millions in upkeep every single year. It's a totally different way of thinking, and honestly, we desperately need it. Places like New Orleans and Jakarta, both incredibly vulnerable to rising seas, are directly using Dutch hydraulic engineering models, pouring billions into their own defenses. Amsterdam's clever ideas also include entire floating neighborhoods like Soenschip, where 46 homes sit entirely on the water, easing the pressure on land. It's a wild 21st century solution where houses are tethered to the canal floor with these flexible poles, letting them rise and fall with the water, like a choreographed dance. Their goal is complete climate neutrality by 2050, weaving green infrastructure, surfaces that let water soak through, and smart water retention systems throughout their 219 square kilometers. This long-term plan makes Amsterdam not just a survivor, but a genuine educator in our global battle with environmental challenges. They literally built a city on a swamp.